The most telling relationship in your life is not the one you have with your partner, your family, or your closest friend. It is the one that you have with yourself. Because every other relationship in your life is shaped by this one. How you allow people to treat you, what you believe you deserve, how much of yourself you give away before you notice you have nothing left. All of it flows from here, from how you relate to yourself when no one else is watching. And for many women, that relationship is in need of serious healing. Welcome to She Is Her. This is a space where we talk about healing, identity, and the journey of becoming the woman God created you to be. This is our second video in our healing series, and last week we spoke about the wounds people leave behind. So today we are going inward. Because before you can truly heal from what others have done to you, you need to heal the relationship you have with yourself. That is where we are going today. So you cannot outgrow a relationship with yourself that you have never healed. Every relationship you enter, every space you occupy, every version of yourself you try to become will carry that weight of this one until you address it. The relationship with yourself is not the starting point of healing, it is the foundation of it. So, what your relationship with yourself actually is. Most women think about their relationship with themselves only when something goes wrong. A bad decision, a moment of self criticism, a season where nothing feels right and they cannot figure out why. But your relationship with yourself is operating every single day in how you speak to yourself, in what you allow and what you refuse, in how quickly you forgive yourself versus how long you punish yourself, in whether you trust your own instincts or immediately look for someone else to confirm them. Your relationship with yourself has 4 dimensions. The first one, how you speak to yourself. That's the inner voice. Is it kind, honest, encouraging, or is it critical, harsh, and relentless? How you treat yourself is the second one. Your self-care. Not just physically, emotionally. Do you honor what you need or constantly put yourself last? The third one, how you see yourself, your self-image. What do you actually believe about who you are? Not what you say, what you believe. And how you trust yourself. That is the fourth one, which is your self-reliance. When you feel something is wrong, do you trust that feeling? Or do you immediately doubt your own perception? These 4 dimensions, taken together, make up the relationship you have with yourself. And if any of them are broken, everything built on top of them carries that fracture. Signs the relationship is broken. How do you know if your relationship with yourself needs healing? The first sign, your inner voice is your harshest critic. The way you speak to yourself in your most private moments would devastate you if someone said it out loud. You make a mistake and the internal response is not, that was a learning moment. It is, I am so stupid. What is wrong with me? I always do this. That voice is not accountability. That is a broken relationship. Sign number 2. You need external validation to feel settled. So Before you can trust a decision, you need three people to confirm it. Before you can feel good about something you did, someone else has to notice it. Before you can rest, you need to feel that you have earned it in the eyes of someone who matters to you. When your sense of okayness lives entirely outside of yourself, that is a relationship with yourself that needs healing. Sign number 3. You are uncomfortable being alone with yourself. Stillness feels threatening. Silence feels heavy. An unscheduled evening feels like something to escape. Because being alone with yourself means being alone with your thoughts. And your thoughts are not always a safe place to be. Sign number 4. You consistently put yourself last and call it selflessness. Giving is not a problem, but a woman in a healthy relationship with herself knows what she needs and does not consistently sacrifice it on the altar of everyone else's comfort. So, how a broken relationship with yourself affects everything else. A broken relationship with yourself does not stay contained. It leaks into every area of yourself. It affects your relationships. When you don't know your own worth, you accept less than you deserve because less feels like what you qualify for. When you do not trust yourself, you become dependent on others to make decisions that are rightfully yours to make. When you cannot be alone with yourself, you stay in relationships that are wrong for you, simply because the alternative, being with yourself, feels worse. It affects your calling. When your inner voice is your harshest critic, you disqualify yourself before anyone else gets the chance. You talk yourself out of the opportunity. You wait until you feel more ready. You shrink the vision to a size that the broken relationship with yourself can agree to. It affects your faith. When you cannot receive from yourself grace, forgiveness, compassion, you struggle to receive it from God too. His love feels theoretical. His forgiveness feels available to everyone except you. His calling feels like it was meant for a different woman, one who has it more together, one who deserves it more. Healing your relationship with yourself is not a self-help exercise. It's a spiritual act. Because what you believe about yourself shapes what you believe you can receive from God. So how can one begin to heal? Healing your relationship with yourself starts with one decision: to treat yourself with the same standard of care you offer the people you love. Not more, the same. Step number 1, audit your inner voice. For a week, notice how you speak to yourself. Not to change it immediately, just to witness it. Because most women don't realize how consistently unkind their inner voice actually is. And naming it is the first act of healing. Step 2, start meeting your own needs without guilt. Rest when you need rest. Ask for help when you need help. Say no when yes would cost you too much. Not as indulgence, as basic relational maintenance. The same maintenance you would offer anyone you loved. Step number 3, practice trusting your own perception. When something feels wrong, let that feeling be data. When something feels right, let yourself act on it before you have sought for external confirmations. Self-trust is a muscle. It builds through use. And every time you honor your own instinct, the relationship with yourself gets a little stronger. Step 4, let God speak into how you see yourself. Spend time not just asking God for things, but asking Him what He sees when He looks at you. and then stay still long enough to let the answer contradict what the broken relationship has been telling you. Because his view of you is the most accurate one available. And building a relationship with yourself on that foundation is where real healing begins. So before we close, one question. Which of the four dimensions we talked about, your inner voice, self-care, your self-image, or your self-trust, is most in need of healing right now? Name it. Just yourself. Because the relationship with yourself improves the moment you start paying honest attention to it. The relationship you have with yourself sets the tone for everything. How you love, how you lead, what you allow, what you build, how far you go, how whole you become. Healing is not selfish. It is the most generous thing you can do for yourself and for everyone who loves you. She is her. So this is our second video of our healing series. Subscribe so you don't miss what is coming next. Leave a comment below. Tell me which dimension of your relationship with yourself needs the most attention right now. Inner voice, self-care, self-image, or self-trust. One word is enough. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching and stay blessed.